New location, where this? Hi friends, it is Sam and I am here today in my dining room. It's been almost 6 months now since I moved to South Wales, and in that time I have picked up on quite a lot of ways that my little town in South Wales differs from Bristol, where I was born and grew up and lived for most of my life. So I thought today I'd share with you a few things about my new town that I've noticed. Number one would be the wildlife. Obviously I don't live in a big city anymore. I live in a little town which is valleys and wildlife and lots of greenery. So naturally there is going to be a lot more wildlife. I saw the biggest dragonfly I've ever seen out on my walk the other day. It was enormous. I've had hedgehogs in my garden, which my dog was not best pleased about. She went absolutely berserk and she got up really close to them and sniffed them, and I was like, you're gonna prick yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself. It was so funny, but also so terrifying because I didn't know like who was gonna hurt who and I didn't want to get too close. But I managed to get her away from them. They were fine. They left our garden before morning came. But they're enormous as well. Like, I don't remember seeing hedgehogs in Bristol. Like, obviously they're there, but I didn't expect them to be so massive. I almost hit one with my car as well. When I was out on delivery at work, one just decided that it wanted to cross the road. It walked right next to my tire and it was very scary. I've also seen rabbits out on my walks, which is absolutely delightful, but again, my dog gets very excited when she spots them as well. Another thing I've noticed about my little town is that there are quite a lot of really tiny hidden roads. When I was out driving in work, I was often sent up little lanes and back roads. I did scratch my old car on a wall in one of these little back lanes because they're so narrow, and then they expect you to do like a 90-degree turn out of them, and it's a lot. It's pressure. I'm used to big city roads. This next one is one of the first things I noticed because I work nights. This place looks so different at night from how Bristol does. For starters, there's not that much light because we haven't got masses of buildings. It gets very dark, so you need garden lights. If, like me, you can park around the back of your house and come up through the garden, it's pitch black. But oh my god, the stars. I've never seen so many stars and it's absolutely beautiful. Also, in the daytime, the views are incredible. I see mountains wherever I am and it's stunning. When the sun's setting and it just hits the mountains just right, it looks like a painting. And all the time, I just take in the view and I feel so lucky to live here. Another thing I've noticed is that quite a lot of people here have personalised number plates. I mean, we had them back in Bristol. Someone I knew had a personalised number plate, but it wasn't common. I feel like half the number plates on cars here are personalised. I recognise like so many cars because I live in such a small place. I recognise other people's cars. Like, there's this BMW that I see almost every day. I have no idea where they live, but like we always cross paths on the road and I recognise them from their personalised number plate. And a lot of the people I work with have personalised number plates. One downside to living in this town is that people don't seem to know how to drive. I don't know whether driving instructors here tell their students, but there's this thing in your car called indicators, and they let the people around you know which way you're going. And a lot of the people here don't seem to know how to use them, especially on roundabouts. Like, it's so hard to come off a roundabout when you don't know where the person you're supposed to be giving way to is going. People on roundabouts don't seem to stick to their lanes. Like, there are lines on the road and you're supposed to stay within them, not on them. One big thing about Wales is that it's a different country. They have their own language, but they also have their own slang. Whereas in Bristol, we tend to call each other my love and babs. Here, people call you butt as a form of endearment, and I really like that. However, the word buzzing means the opposite thing here to what it means in Bristol. In Bristol, I would use it to say I'm excited about something, like, oh, I'm buzzing. But if you say you're buzzing here, it means you smell. And it's been really hard to like kick the habit of using that word for excited, because like, you don't want to walk into work and go, oh, I'm buzzing, I am. Like, people will step away from you. I have noticed though that people here really love hearing me talk. They love my accent, especially in work. A lot of my workmates put on my accent when I talk to them. And I've been trying to teach them Bristolianisms like RKE, and I've been trying to teach them what the word girt means, but it's a difficult one. And yeah, it's really funny to see how my colleagues react to how I speak. Don't woof. Thank you. The next thing is probably one of the best things about living here. Free prescriptions. What? Like, the first time I needed a repeat prescription of my antidepressants, I didn't have that much money at the time, and I was like, I don't want to pay for it. So I didn't go and get it. And I just used the surplus that we had at home. But this time I put my prescription in, I went to get it with my card ready to pay for it, and they just gave it to me, and I was like, don't I have to pay? And they were like, you haven't lived here very long, have you? And I know. Free prescriptions. That makes me so happy. One thing that isn't so great about my town is that there are only like 3 big supermarkets, which means there's no Sainsbury's. I can drive 20 minutes to like one of the neighbouring towns to go to Sainsbury's, but all I want is a vegan Kit Kat. And honestly, I don't want to drive 20 minutes to go and get a vegan Kit Kat, especially if that Sainsbury's doesn't have them. So it's an issue, but it's fine because I don't shop at Sainsbury's for groceries anyway. My main supermarket to go to is Asda, and we have an Asda. It's like 2 minutes away from my house, so it's great. Actually, quite a lot of things are within walking distance from my house, which surprised me. If I wanted, I could walk to work or Asda. Everything's quite close to me, and that's fun. Like, my doctor's is a few doors down from me. Another big thing that I've noticed is how friendly the people are. Like, in Bristol, it's a big city. You walk past a lot of people and they've got places to be, and they're quite aggressive, and if you say hello to them, they're gonna look at you like they're about to murder you. However, here, be prepared to use the word hello a lot. I'm out walking my dogs and every single day someone will say hello to me. Never seen this person before in my life. Hello, hi. We get along with our neighbours, which is amazing. Everyone's just so friendly. So yeah, those have been some of the things I've noticed about South Wales, having lived here for 6 months. Maybe I'll make another updated version of this video when I notice some more things having lived here a year. Let me know if you want that. But for now, I'm gonna tell you to have a lovely day, and as the Welsh say, ta-ra.